Hi, this is Michelle Barber, and today we're going to discuss unlocking Chromebooks in Chrome. We're going to also discuss the difference between the Windows operating system, which is on your desktop and the older laptops that are in your building, and the Chromebook operating system, what the Chromebooks operate on. So let's discuss the two different operating systems. Windows OS is your desktop and laptop, while the Chrome OS is on your Chromebooks. They both run a browser. Your desktop system, which is your Windows OS, can run any browser. Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, Firefox, while the Chromebooks only run the Chrome browser. Both browsers you can sync into. When you run Chrome on your desktop computer or the laptop, you open Chrome, the Chrome browser, and you have to sync or log into the Chrome browser. When you're using the Chrome browser on the Chromebooks, as soon as you log into the Chromebooks, everything is automatically synced, so it's a one-step thing. Also, another big difference between the laptop desktop versus the Chromebook is on the Windows OS, you actually install programs like all the Microsoft apps, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, iStation Client, Skype, and Notebook are just some other examples that we have used in the district. But on a Chromebook, the equivalent to like Word would be Google Docs. We have slides, which is like PowerPoint, spreadsheet is like Excel. Then if you want to check your email, you would use the Web Outlook or Webmail or Gmail. iStation, eventually we'll be able to use that hopefully in the spring. Instead of Skype, you may use Google Hangouts. And then Notebook, you can view notebook files through Notebook Express. And both can store files and be saved. Files can be saved to each hard drive. So those are the main differences between a Windows OS and a Chrome OS. I think this is important for you to understand so that you're not confused when you jump from one to the other. And also when you're demonstrating things for your students on your desktop machine, the Chromebook, where those buttons are, is a little different on the Chromebook. So you'll have to point that out to the students. Like the apps array is at the top on your desktop using the Chrome browser, while the apps array, the little grid, is at the bottom on a Chromebook. So let's look at the Windows desktop laptop first. You use the Chrome browser is what we suggest for you to use when you're using any Google apps. You have to sync or log in with your Google login. Teachers, it's your ID number at tomballschools.net, and the password is your Active Directory password. Basically, it's your Outlook password, your H Drive password. For elementary students, it's their student number at elem.tomballschools.net. Secondary, it's their number at sec.tomballschools.net, and the password for these students will be TISD and their birthday. The example is over there to the right. Pros of using the desktop Chrome browser would be it automatically logs into many web applications, but you first have to sync your Chrome browser for it to automatically log you in. Examples of the login buttons when you go to all these different applications that you might find out there on the internet, this is what all the different buttons use. When you come across these buttons and your Chrome is synced, you can just click on this button and it'll automatically log you in. You also have automatic access to Google Apps like Drive, Documents, and Slides. But as I said before, you have to have your Chrome browser synced and logged in so that you have this automatic access. If you don't sync it, you can still access all of these things. You just have to type in your number at tomballschools.net and then your password. When you do go home and you sync your Chrome at home, one kind of con or one kind of problem that some people fall into is there's many users on that computer at home, or students might run into this at home where there's many users on the one desktop. And when they sync their Chrome, they may mix the bookmarks and apps with their own Chrome account. So in this instance, those users may want to set up a Chrome profile, and we'll have more instruction on that on our website. But it's just something to look out for and to mention. Now, when you're on your Windows operating system, your desktop or laptop, and you open your Chrome browser, you may see a login window. This video shows you how to log in. Chrome on a PC or a Mac computer looks different than Chrome in a Chromebook. When you're using a Mac or a PC, the PCs are like the computers you have in your classroom or the old laptops that you have on the laptop carts. you can sync your Chrome and have your apps and bookmarks and settings and extensions follow you wherever you go. Whenever you open up Chrome for the first time, you probably may remember seeing a window like this. Many times you just ignore it and you type your search up here in the URL search box. Or sometimes you click no thanks and then you never see this window again. I'll show you how to get this login screen back here at the end of my presentation. But for those of you that do see the sign in window when you open up your Chrome, all you need to do is type your ID number at Tomball Schools, and your password is your Active Directory password that you use for everything else in the district, your Outlook Mail and your H Drive, and then click sign in. When you sign in, you have a little window here that says link data or cancel. Sometimes this window will say link data here, link data to a profile, or cancel. But for this window, we're just going to click link data. And once we've linked our data, it's saying you're signed into Chrome. Now, while this is going on, you have some preloaded extensions already in the system. And so you're going to see these tabs load up here, and the tab's purpose is to give you some information about what this extension does. So if you're interested to read about what this extension does, you click on those tabs and then you can read about it. Just close them when you're done, and then you're back to your new tab here. And if you come over here to the array, the gray array, and you click on it, you can see quick access to the Google Apps that we have set up for you in our Tomball Google Apps for Education account. So if you click on Drive, it automatically logs you into Drive. Once you're in Drive, you can go to the New button and begin working on docs, sheets, or slides. The colorful array over here to the left are the Google Apps. If you were to click on this one, this opens up to all the third-party apps that post their apps to the Google Store here or sell their apps in the Google Store here. We have some preloaded apps for students and teachers already loaded into your apps array, and if you go to the Google Store, you can add more. I hope this has helped explain how to sync your Google Chrome so that your apps and bookmarks follow you wherever you go. If you have any questions, please let us know. Okay, this next video tells you how to log into your Google Chrome browser if you don't see that login window anymore. This is how you sync your Chrome when you do not see the Chrome login window. So you don't see the login screen here. If you've said no thanks to the login window earlier, or you just kept ignoring it in past Google Chrome experiences, it'll eventually just give you this window to look at whenever you open your Google Chrome. So for you to be able to sync all your apps and bookmarks so that they will follow you wherever you go, come over here to the three lines, click on them, and then click on Sign In to Chrome. Now you'll get the window that is the sign-in window or the login window. So you type your employee number at tomballschools.net. Your password, of course, is your Active Directory password, the password you use to sign into your email and your H Drive, and then click Sign In. It'll want to link your data. Okay, got it. And then it'll begin opening all your extension tabs at the top that tell you what those extensions are and how to use them. That's how easy it is to sync your Chrome. Okay, so now we'll go into the Chrome operating system. So all of that previous was when you use a Windows machine like the desktops in your classrooms or the laptops in your classrooms or possibly your computers at home. Now when you're using the Chrome OS with the Chromebooks, it runs on the Chrome OS operating system. It has a quick boot up and turns on, and you log in, you click on Add User at the bottom, and you use the same credentials we spoke about earlier. It has an automatic access to Google Apps, Drive documents, auto login to many web applications. Just like when you sync your Chrome in your computer through the web browser, you can automatically log into all of these places. With the Chromebook, you just log in that one. This video shows you how simple it is to log into a Chromebook. When you're logging into a Chromebook for the first time, you might see a lot of other profiles here on the Chromebook. But if you come down to the bottom and you click on Add User, you can add your own profile to the Chromebook. If your Chromebook is programmed to not store profiles, you can still go down there and add user or log in and then type in your number, tomballschools.net. Your password is your Active Directory password. Remember, for students, their password is TISD and their birthday. So I'm going to click sign in, and it's going to take me straight into Chrome. So this allows you to get straight into Chrome. The next step would be it would ask you for a profile picture, and then you're at your Chromebook desktop. The next video here I have is a tour of the Chromebook desktop. This is what your Google Chromebook desktop looks like. In the bottom right here, you see that you have the time, the Wi-Fi connection, how many bars you have, your battery life, and your profile picture. When you give a good thumb here, or click or a tap, you'll see your name. You'll see that you can sign out. It is a good practice to teach students how to sign out of any type of login situation so that their account is closed and locked and other people won't be able to get into their account. As we go down through this list, you'll see that it'll tell you what Wi-Fi connection you're connected to. This is the program I'm using right now. This is the volume, settings, and then this right here tells you what percentage and how many hours you have left on your Chromebook. You have a shutdown button, which is also a good thing at times to shut down your Chromebooks and your devices every once in a while to give them a fresh start. The date, you have the help question mark here, and then you have a lock button so that students can lock their Chromebooks and then they have to sign back in when they come back to it later. If you look in the bottom left, there's an array, and if you tap on that, that pulls up your apps. We have apps that are already downloaded for you, but there are plenty others in the Chrome store that you can go and explore. That's pretty much your Chrome desktop. It's very easy to move around through the desktop. Let me go back one more step. The one thing you need to pay attention to is this far right hand corner here. All you do is give it a good click to get this menu up here, and then your applications will be on the far left. The rest of my presentation I'm not going to go through live here through this video, but this slideshow through Google Docs will be available to you with all the videos. These last two videos here are shortcuts using the keyboard. For those of you who like to use keyboard shortcuts, there's some really good ones there. And then every one of you will want to watch this accessibility video. It shows you what features Google Chromebooks have to offer, like a magnifier, a high contrast mode. But the most important part of this also is students go and explore and they start clicking on things. And they change these accessibility settings, and when you're walking around the room, you might see a black background with everything else kind of a neon color because they flipped the colors. They did high contrast mode, and so things look weird. Or they made the mouse big and huge like Mickey Mouse's hand, and so it might shock you, but you can go quickly and easily back down to the bottom right corner and change those accessibility features. And this video right here shows you how. So it's really short, it's not too long, and it may be very helpful for you. I hope this was a good review. It's a little longer than the 10 minutes I hoped it to be, but please let us know if you have any questions, or even if you think it's a stupid question. It's not necessarily, we don't think it's a stupid question. Hope you guys have a good day. Let us know if you need any help.